Hello everyone. So as Census and NPR and NRC are regularly in use, now let's see what is the difference between the Census, NPR and NRC. So first let's see Census, NPR and NRC. So census will be taken in accordingly with the Census Act of 1948 and NPR through Citizenship Act 1955, which has been amended in 2003. And this again, Citizenship Act 1955 Section 6A plus Assam Accord of 1985. So this is according to these rules, Census, NPR and NRC will be taken. So if you see in a broader way, let's say suppose this is the census, okay? So then out of this they'll be taking NPR and from this they'll be taking NRC. So basically census is nothing but a demographic details of all the people or the population of India or a particular country. So what are the demographic details? Nothing but a literacy rate, birth rate, death rate, or let's say standard of living, or health indicators. These are nothing but the sum of the demographic indicators which has been taken in the census. While coming to the NPR, only population, basic details of population. This is for whole population and this is for only concentrated on the usual residents who has been living 6 months or more or willing to wish to reside in India for one more 6 months, So census and it's not a part but both are regarding population. Census is on demographic data and NPR is on population. So as we know, like NPR, which contains both Indians and foreigners, right? So foreigners who has valid documents, that will be checked by NRC. So NPR and NRC in that way both are related. So now coming to these differences. So is conducting census is mandatory? Yes, it is mandatory. And NPR, it's mandatory. And NRC, it is not mandatory as of now, but it started in Assam and Assam is the only state in India for which NRC is applicable as of now. And coming to the census, one more thing which we have to remember about census is the data which has been collected in the census is confidential and the data which has been collected through NPR is not confidential. That is nothing but if any state government wants to get the data through census, it is not possible. In the sense, the data of biometrics such as literacy rate on standard of living, income, that is very confidential here. But coming to NPR, it is not confidential. Any state can easily access the data. And NRC, it is basically to deal with the migrants in Assam. It is not mandatory, as I said, according to the Supreme Court, but it can be mandated if there is a rule has been placed to the Supreme Court. So, and again to the part of census, first census in independent India has been taken on 1951. At the same time, NRC also in 1951. But NPR, it was first carried in 2010. Later updated in 2015-16, like that. Now center is in dilemma like whether to update NPR or not. So that's why it is in news. So that's why we are discussing. So as census and NRC and NPR all are in news, let's see one more thing. As we know, July 11th is celebrated as World Population Day, right? So July 11th is Population Day, right? So my question is, as we know, like Population Day and India stands first in a population. So I have a question for you, like which country tops in the democratic index? Like top country in democratic index. If you know, please answer me in the comment section. And in the same way, what is the India's rank in world democracy? Thank you.